Good afternoon, members of the board. I'm Mohammed, and my team of Nicole, Sean, Tiffany, Aditya, and Kim are here to give you guidance as Monash seeks to expand into the Indonesian market. My team is going to be presenting why Monash should expand into Indonesia. So we'll be going over the pestle analysis, marketing entry strategies, the marketing strategy of a proposal, the financing of the proposal, and finally I'll be coming back to conclude the proposal.
Hi. To justify our decision to expand into Indonesia, we use the pestle analysis to analyze the different key factors. So the first key factors is the political factors. As you can see, Indonesia is the largest and emerging market in Asia. As you can see from the chart here, Indonesia has been improving their political stability as well, from negative 2.09 in 2003 to negative 0.51 in 2017. So the next factor is the economic factor. Indonesia has a stable economic growth of about 5%, and in Indonesia, 42% of the country's population is between the age 20 to 24 or younger. So it's perfect for the tertiary education providers like Monash. So let's move on to the next slide, the social factor. So in Indonesia, only 25% of its students are meeting the minimum standards for literacy. This shows a huge demand for Monash, where they provide tertiary education. So let's move on to the next slide, the technologies factors. So in Indonesia, they have a stable economy growth of about 5% every year, and 42% of the country is aged 20 to 24 or younger. So it is perfect for the tertiary education providers. As you can see, that in Indonesia, it is actually quite underdeveloped in the technology factors as well.
So moving on to the legal factors, Indonesian legal factors have changed throughout the years because previously the country is not open to foreign direct investment, but recently the government has opened its doors to foreign companies by giving them 100% ownership. The country is also a member of WIPO, so the IP rights are completely protected by laws and regulations. So next is the environmental factor. Indonesia is very prone to natural disasters. There are always earthquakes and tsunamis throughout the years, which could lead to destruction of many investment. However, the country is also home to many raw materials that we could take advantage of. And after deciding that Indonesia will be the country that we expand into, we now need to look at the different market entry methods that could be applicable to you. So first is joint venture. Joint venture is a partnership between two or more companies or organizations that wishes to broaden their activities for the purpose of conducting new profit-motivated business of the permanent duration. Most organizations chooses this method because it is less risk, less cost, and better market knowledge as well. But the disadvantage of this method is that it could lead to management problems and trust issues due to cultural differences.
The last market entry strategy, which is also the method of entry that we've chosen to implement, is greenfield investment. And this is the setting up of a plant in the host country to produce goods locally. Even though this method of entry incurs the higher costs and risks, we believe that it is the most preferred method for Monash, as it will allow us to have complete control over the day-to-day operations. This also means that we'll be able to maintain the high level of standard of education that Monash is famous for. We rated 59th on the QS Universities ranking, whereas the top rated university in Indonesia is only ranked 292nd, and this is essentially our competitive advantage. By using this form of entry into the market, the scale would be big in the sense that a whole new campus will have to be built, which results in high costs, and we'll not be able to make a profit until our 5th year of operation in the country, but this will be explained further on later.
In terms of marketing, Monash have created strategies to successfully develop and maintain positive relationships with our customers. Firstly, a global strategy will be implemented where the core elements of Monash will be standardised, however other elements will be localised. Further, collaborations will take place with the top National Plus schools in Indonesia and Singapore. This will keep Monash's qualifications at an elite level. This will also enhance Monash's visibility in Indonesia by associating it with some of the best schools in the country, whilst minimising costs through shared resources. Monash will offer courses that are not taught at other universities in Indonesia or neighbouring countries. The courses will include hospitality, tourism, which will give Monash a competitive advantage. The integrative marketing communications tool that will communicate the benefit of the courses will be through direct response strategies. This will be through the use of the internet because internet usage is becoming more and more popular in Indonesia. It is evident that these marketing strategies implemented by Monash will build a positive brand image and increase communication between the university and potential students.
So now we'll be moving on to the financial side of the project. One of the major advantages is the building material, office material and labour is much cheaper in Indonesia compared to Australia. Another advantage is that we can use the economic agreement between Indonesia and Australia to retain 100% of our investment into Monash University. Over the long-term growth, we will also gain a profit in the fifth year of 365,000 after incurring some losses in earlier years. However, there are some disadvantages. The two main disadvantages are academic training and language training, due to the fact that there is a language barrier and cultural differences between Australia and Indonesia, which the staff will need to be taught. Furthermore, the starting cost of the project will cost $10 million, which is a large sum that Monash will have to provide using their own capital.
Yeah, to conclude, Indonesia's lack of quality education shows an increase in needs and wants for good education system and institutions. Also, a positive economic growth of 5% with good economic factors such as low factors of production costs, low competition, and our ability to have 100% ownership provides Monash with a good opportunity to enter the market and fill the gap in the market. The short payback period of 5 years and the economic trade agreement between Australia and Indonesia is also very advantageous, and there's an opportunity to expand in the future too. We're confident that our proposal will be beneficial and profitable for Monash. Thank you for listening.